Happy Sunday. You still dying over there, Dan?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
I can't talk.
Sorry,
I'm overclamped.
a second.
Go amongst yourselves.
I'll give you a topic.
Happy Sunday. This is the podcast where we go over 3D printing, collectibles, and some other pop culture
stuff.
Shut up, RFK.
And yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about some different things that we saw recently, like Captain America: Brave New World is gonna be a topic of contention tonight, apparently. But first,
Dan's dying.
yeah, we'll have a memorial for Dan later. Pete's got some updates for us first.
So that vinyl printer is freaking amazing. And I've been able to crank out arcades probably in about half the time as far as the side decals go. There's still a lot of tweaking I need to do as far as the screens and the marquees to make sure they fit the new template. As you guys are aware, the old template had a thinner marquee, which is not really realistic, but they still looked okay. The new ones.
Hold on. He says okay because Pete is very much so his harshest critic. When we were at the con 2 years ago, like, people come up and they love handling these things and they love looking at them. So it's not like it looks okay. Pete's like, it could be better. So continue.
It's true. Thank you so much. And believe it,
bitch.
it wasn't even 2 years ago. It was just a year ago.
Was it really only a year ago?
Last March, yeah. But look at that. I've updated all the graphics to be more high def and more realistic to what it was. That looks amazing. I've also been working on new arcades. But before I go in that, I just want to show off our biggest seller, which is the X-Men arcade. You can see the beautifulness and clarity and all that. Let me see if I can try to zoom out. It might look a little blurry on here, but that's just because the camera doesn't have like an autofocus, which is unfortunate. But I can assure you, these are crispy. You could read all the controls and what to do here. I redid the backgrounds for all of this because it was hard to find a... once you resize these, some of the backgrounds get messed up and some of the fine print gets messed up. So I had to essentially cut out these characters, remake the background myself. And I did that for the marquee, the control panel, the player coin deposits, and then the front kick. And then some of the new arcades that we have. Well, let me go over the old ones first. This is the updated Pac-Man that I'm working on. I'm changing some of the colorway so they pop a little bit better. Make the blacks more black because a lot of the artwork on there is faded, which is what I have to do for the screens, and what I have to do for this is resize this. But that looks very beautiful. I am so happy with how these prints look.
I'm glad that printer is awesome, dude, because I know that was an investment.
It really was. It's supposed to help us save. Eventually, I want to get to the point where we're doing our own T-shirts. We're doing our own stickers. We're doing our own marketing promotional material, which I might be working on soon. This is the alternate Street Fighter 2 cabinet. The background was a little blurry, so I fixed that. And you could read every single command on that control screen, including the yellow print in the middle, which is very cool. I just have to resize these so that they fit the new template. Another old one that we have here that I've juiced up a little bit is our Galaga.
That man's playing Galaga.
It's true.
Probably wouldn't notice, but did.
How does Fury do this? He turns his head.
He turns his head. It's exhausting.
So here's the other one that I showed a preview for. This is the Kung Fu Master. Apparently you can beat this game in 5 minutes if you play it right. But again, you could read everything on there. We added I made a new decal for the box specifically since we changed the way this looks. Now there's a sticker here on the arcades that should have it. One of the new ones we have is Time Crisis. That looks so good.
Oh wow, yeah.
I changed how the guns went in. There was a holster that stuck out at top before, but now they just slide into the control panel. Again, because we made them thicker here, it allows us more room to pop these in.
Thick.
Thought I
Wheels.
had more.
Thank you for the lyric, Wheels. Hope you enjoy the show.
1 sec. We have the Terminator 2 that just finished up. Of course, all our arcades come with 2 screens. Usually it's the title screen and then a character select, but in certain instances you don't get that choice, so I try to go for the final boss. These move left and right, and then you can pop them out to fit in the character's hand. See, there's a little peg. Slide right in. This is the finish. We had there is one more. Let me see if I can find it.
Wheels, I can tell you from experience that he made me one for real Ghostbusters. So they are.
Your audio is really in and out, Dan.
I don't know.
Actually sounded better when you were saying, I don't know.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, Wheels, I can tell you from experience that the cabinets look even better in person. I have one he made for me for the real Ghostbusters. It's phenomenal.
I just had my pack one. That's still in my room, I guess. I haven't missed it. Oh, the Sailor Moon one. Yeah, angle it. If the light's straight on, it glares like a mother.
You have the Miss Pac-Man one, you said?
Yeah.
He has our first gen Miss Pac-Man. Was that before we moved to like the full? Because we're using vinyl sticker.
This is when I still lived at that one apartment when you met me and Rocky and his girlfriend for street tacos. This was back then. So this was like 4 or so years ago.
Wow. So since then we've changed a lot. We thickened up the control panel. We thickened up the marquee. I actually redid the marquee recently to prevent any further light bleed.
Yep. Yeah, you posted that. You sent us a video. I don't know if you posted a video about that.
No, I didn't post it. So the screens are a little bit harder to pop out, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So you just kind of put your hand in there and you can't really see it, but there's a nice lip in here to help block some of that lighting.
I would say it's a better thing because, I mean, the old one was nice because it was easy, but like if you shake your desk or something like that and it moves too much, it'll flop out.
Yeah, this is not.
So I think tightening that up is a good move.
We also had like it was like a hump here before where the cord went out, and now we have like the full hole, so this could slide in and out. It's a cleaner look. It's more realistic to how the arcade cabinets looked. Now they block out, I want to say 99.9% light. So that's where we're at with that. I'm working on next 2 different things. I'm going to be working on some photography items. Which I mentioned last stream. We are doing like blinds and windows. Like I'm trying to make where it's like you can pop in these little stands onto the side of this larger sheet of paper looking 3D print and then cast a shadow on it to create like a blind or a window or like church windows or something along those lines. And then the other thing I'm working on is a water tower. And I'm still going through the basics or the idea if I want to make it like a solo water tower that you could just pop in the background, or if it's big enough to be like a full-on play set, which is currently in the works. It's going to be like 12 by 12 if I go that route. If I go the other route, then you're looking at something a little bit smaller, which is about 7.5 to 8 inches contained. Wreck-It Ralph for Scott Pilgrim. Any customs? We can do that if there's something available. Like Scott Pilgrim is an actual game. So there is artwork for it. So I could probably pull that in. We have done customs in the past, such as Shredder's Return when they started announcing that for Switch some while back.
Shredder's Revenge?
Shredder's Revenge, yeah.
And you say no turtles.
And then what else? We did a Miles Morales one when that popped out. That was 100% custom because there's no game based on that.
There is a Wreck-It Ralph video game. Apparently, I didn't play it. I never even saw the movie, but apparently there is a video game. I think it's console, but there is some kind of game for it.
Yeah. So we have a request form on our website. If you're interested in looking for existing games, just pop a request in there. We do not charge a custom fee for that, only because the artwork should be readily available. It was a Flash game. Yeah, even if it's a Flash game, there should be some kind of artwork or promotional material for it, which will make it easy for me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Wreck-It Ralph movie very much, but we'll talk about movies later. I can talk again, guys. Aren't you happy?
Yay!
Drink more water. Drink more water.
I can drink water normally without a problem.
D Amazing would be proud if you drank more water.
Inhale more water.
When you're saying, you know what's worse is you use the body wash and it foams up. I've choked on that.
Oh, there is one other thing I want to work on, but I don't know if I want to mention it because I don't know if I'll be able to achieve the level that I want to with it.
Private chat.
No, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. It's a lofty goal. I want to redo the soda machines.
Oh, okay.
But-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You talked about it.
Okay.
The decal pisses me off right now because, like, if you're not too careful, it could pop out, and that's not cool. It sits on the Coke dispensing hole to help hold it in place, but I don't think that's good enough. I want it better. So I'm trying to figure out how I could design it not only to not pop out as easy, but also to have that curved look, slight curve to the front. An idea that I'm having is where the can dispenser comes out is make it a 2-part system. So the protruding column will have a slight angle to it to help bump out the curvature of the Coke machine. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So not too much difference on the design, but a slight curve on the inside of that where it'll hold it in place. And then the second piece will snap over to tighten it into place, which should be an overlay anyway. So right now it's kind of inset. It doesn't really look like an overlay, but I think I can do better with that. So, and then I want to make it adjustable so that way the channel functions better.
I'm gonna commission a mellow yellow one. That's my soda, man. That's my jam. Yeah, I said it.
Don't say that because I was thinking about taking it down from the site. Nobody buys it. Everybody's excited for the Coke, the Pepsi. The Coke is the number one. And then the Scourge sells really well when people look at it.
Well, then I said nothing. I said
I knew that you made one that was like lemon or lime flavored.
Surge. I redid the graphics for that already. So that looks great.
What happened there, man? Joker went down.
Sugar crash.
Ow, moo moo milk. Oh, that's hilarious.
That actually was a commission that somebody did.
I remember that. I remember. Oh man,
That's the greatest picture I've ever seen.
And this is no knock to the client because I didn't have a proper contract in place, but there were several kickbacks on that moo moo milk.
Yeah,
I think part of the issue was he had an idea in mind and didn't express that up front and told me that I had creative freedom with it. So when I had some creative freedom, he basically went back and said, no, I don't like any of that. And I don't think he realizes how much time just creating a little decal this big takes. So
I don't know if that's okay. I don't know if that's allowed.
Well, no, that's part of the reason. It was my fault because I should have had a contract in place. And I mean, I was new to it at the time. So I was taking commissions.
Yeah,
you learned. You never did that again.
Well, yeah, we took out commissions too because it's not so much that we don't enjoy commissions. It's the fact that it takes away from the other things that we want to do. And we want to create a plethora of items that if you have something in your mind, I want to be the go-to for that. Like if you want to have a brick wall background, I want to be that guy. If you want to dress out a New York City street, I want to be that guy. If you want to have an arcade with all the games and the trash can and the soda cans and the comic books and all that stuff, I want to be that guy. So that's it takes away from that. It took a month to do a lot of those commissions just because in hey, good evening. It takes a lot to kind of put that artwork together, man.
He's Junkian said, "Evening, gentlemen." And then, wow, typing is hard. Yeah, well, at least you could drink water. as far as I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
well,
but I'm really
go ahead.
excited how this one came out. This upgrade of artwork here. The artwork on the side was already great, but I think fixing the control panel, the marquee, and the kick plate here really made it pop a lot more than it originally did. And the new printer handles the colors so well that it really does make what could be a dull artwork pop just enough if it has that color splash in it.
As many colors as a mantis shrimp sees.
So do you guys want to go into Brave New
What?
World off the break, or?
Oh, you want to talk about the Avengers?
Oh my God, that thing is huge. Look at that.
I looked away for a second. Did he think his? What is he?
It's very big, but what's annoying is the scale is so terrible with it. Like, this is the Quinjet.
Oh.
It's our Quinjet. One guy fits in this.
And that's it.
So it's not to scale.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Well, can't all be winners.
No, Lego scale is a nightmare anyway. It was actually, it wasn't even a fun build. It's cool to look at and like to open up and everything like that. But it's mostly windows. Like, it's just surrounded by fucking windows. So
It looks good.
no, they did a good job with it. Like, it's not easy to. The Lego scale is atrocious in general. So like, I get all the challenges that they come up against.
I wish you would do some pictures, man, because I think you could do some really cool mixed media with that. Like maybe do some Marvel Legends in the foreground and the Avengers Tower in the background. Lego.
I don't like crossing things like that. Ugh.
But it's like a background piece, you know? So hopefully it would be blurry enough.
That would bug me so much. I'm weird. I can't do that.
So, like, would you have a problem taking photos of like Mayfex mixed in with Marvel Legends, or is it just a scale thing?
No, Marvel Legends with Mayfex is fine, but Mezco with like Mayfex or Marvel Legends would kind of bother me, depending on which characters they are, because you have soft goods on one and you don't on the other, unless it's something like Gambit or even Ben Reilly Spider-Man Mayfex, because they do have soft goods. So like, I don't know, but like, the hell was that, Dan?
I forgot I had a miniature proton pack sitting here.
Oh.
It's like, well, yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It's like Lego is so distinctly different from like Marvel Legends and everything like that.
Yeah, I understand what he means. Like when I had my Lego Ecto 1 displayed, I had it separate from the other stuff because it's just aesthetically, like, you have all this stuff that looks pretty good, and then Jesus Christ, it looks like bricks. Like,
yeah, I mean, bricks are clunky and everything like that. Like, you could definitely build really cool things with them, but they definitely have a different appearance. So I don't know. But I'm also weird like that.
You just reminded me. Did I ever talk about the diorama stuff too? The changes that I want to make to that?
Not today.
Oh fuck! We haven't been on in like a couple weeks, right? We went on really quick last week.
Oh yeah, no, we were on last Tuesday. Yeah.
Something happened last Tuesday. But,
So like, this is the concrete sidewalk that I'm working on for our diorama, and then I was talking to 𝗖ście_1975, and he had an idea to do like a corner, so like the brick walls come to a corner, and then like do a sidewalk piece in front of that.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
sense.
As I was designing the bottom things that are gonna hold the walls together, I was like, man, you know, I need to think of a way that this is all gonna like work, essentially. So I decided to go back to the drawing board and basically re-space the holes. So this will be higher. We're going to eliminate a lot of this because there's too many options, if that sounds weird. So we'll eliminate down to, I believe, 5. And then we're going to have 3 holes on the side as well. So it'll just be a front-facing wall. And the reason for that is you could just click in a corner piece at that wall, for that wall. And it'll just be like I don't know. The way I'm picturing it in my head is going to look beautiful. But it makes it easier for me to paint, design, It makes it easier for you as far as like Legos and getting creative with it. It makes it easier for me to clamp the floors together to the base piece that I was thinking of. Yeah. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing that's always tricky about like 3D printing. Like I'm basically printing some stuff that I'm hoping to use as stencils for foam that I have. But the one thing that's always a nuisance, like even if you're doing your brick walls and stuff, is the fact that you have supports, and like anything that's not connected to that bed, if you have print over it, you need supports, or it has to be sound enough in a way that the filament can bridge the gap without sagging or stringing or anything like that.
Yeah, which is amazing, which is why I love the Cobra 2, because there is no supports on these print. Absolutely not.
You print it face down, though.
I print it like this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to print it face down because then you would see stringing right here, and this is the face that you see.
Why are there no strings on the supports?
Because they're so small, and the fan is so fucking strong that it basically creates a nice smooth layer. Well, I wouldn't say smooth, but it's not stringy either. So it's good. It's aesthetically pleasing enough where it's not terrible to look at. It doesn't affect the print. It doesn't affect how the pegs go in. It still looks clean on the inside. I'm happy with it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we went live, I was discussing the continued frustrations I have with 3D printing, despite all the technological advancements of 3D printers and the ways they try to make it easier. But yeah, I totally forgot that the stupid Z offset is in your print menu, and it's not. Actually, with the V3KE, it has a separate. It has a separate Z offset option. When you're going into one of the settings, it's in there, and I had to hunt it down, but I was like, oh shit, this has it right there, readily available. The Cobra Max, you can only do it once you're going to print, which is a weird way to do that, because you should be able to just go and check your Z offset anytime. Like you have like heat your bed, but you should be able to just go in and be like, what am I at? And you can't, apparently. You have to go and load a print first. And I guess you could load a print from the network or the local hard drive or whatever, but like,
that's an interesting complaint that I didn't even think about until you brought it up tonight. But yeah, no, that is
the only way to see Z offset. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's in the print. That's so dumb. Yeah,
I still need to update the firmware on my Ender 3 because I love this little guy over here.
The Cobra 2 just had an update. I just did an update for it 2 days ago, so keep that.
Okay, I should do my update then. It's connected to the network.
Okay. You have the app too, the Anycubic?
No, I don't like putting apps on my phone.
So the Anycubic app, you need to do the firmware updates. It'll bring up like where your printer's at, how much it's printed over time, what it's currently printing.
You have to do it in the app.
Huh?
You have to do it in the app?
I think so.
I don't like when these things have outside interfaces, because it's just more ways for companies like Bamboo to come in and control your shit. Fuck. Or like Hewlett-Packard making fucking printers that
oh my god,
description to print something from.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I just want to burn the world sometimes.
Don't even. The HP app on computers is the worst, most vile app I've ever used in my life to just print a piece of paper. Jesus Christ.
Well, there's also just
the
thing they're testing where you have to subscribe to use your printer. But there's also the con about, yellow ink. How much yellow ink do we actually use? We don't. But printers do micro dots throughout your entire print of 3 yellow dots and a key signature so that it can tell you what printer it's made off of. And it's specifically just to burn through filament and have some kind of way to connect it back to that printer. It's bullshit. It's a scam, as Alex Falcone says. I think that's his Instagram. But I love that Pete used to compare me to Adam Ruins Everything, and there are increasingly more and more people who also ruin everything, because everything's ruined anyway.
I mean, to Adam Conover's defense, he's right. Just I used to be like, I don't like this person, and then I sat there and watched a bunch with Kelly. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, well,
Yeah, I'm sad that show got canceled. It was a really good show. We could use a show like that right now. And they even had a
follow them on Instagram. They still do it.
Yeah, they do podcast and independent versions of it, because they just
Alex is another guy who does it. He doesn't go and quite focus on that. He just talks about what are scams, like underrated animals and stuff like that.
I just love the format that he did it in. It was like cinematic. It was like a joke almost. Yeah,
it was like a comedy. It was like a sitcom.
Yeah,
he had a whole fact checking episode where he went back and they had made some errors and things they talked about.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that because I follow him on Instagram and he was talking about that too. I don't even know if he's on Instagram anymore because Instagram is owned by Fuckface. Well, not King Fuckface, but Fuckerberg. So.
Prince Fuckface.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Prince, I go hunting with crossbows or bows and arrows.
Yeah.
So this is the base
I heard that again.
Go to my Instagram. Yeah, nice. Go to my Instagram and go to my stories. You can see the real Elon Zuckelfuck or whatever his name is. Musk? What is it? Elon Musk. Not a joke. Just being serious. Go to my stories. You'll see it. Mark Zuckerberg.
What was I saying before my tirade?
HP sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like downloading 1,000 apps to my phone. I don't buy particularly expensive phones because they're expensive and I don't want to pay that much for a phone that's going to be outdated in a few years. So, yeah.
So one of the things I did was when I started Shadow Moses, I listed it as a sole proprietorship. So that way, anything that I buy, I could write it off. And I did write off the phone because the camera and the video on it helps with the live streams and the photography.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, good idea. Yeah,
well,
I know you.
Now we have video evidence of how Pete's doing tax evasion.
No, it's not tax evasion. I use it all the time. Update my business accounts.
I can technically use this as a webcam, but I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it.
It's like 4K, 60 frames. I think this goes up to 8K. It's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good. Who wants to see me in 4K? I mean, come on.
I don't want to see you at all.
Yeah, right. See, that's what I mean.
Oh man.
So let's start. Let's talk about the Falcon in the room. The next part of this is going to contain spoilers for Captain America: Brave New World.
So if you haven't seen it, you could come back. I don't know. Put us on mute.
Stay in.
We'll give a double thumbs up when
here. I'll put a little
put a little banner on there.
The little banners that says spoiler alert, and then when we're done, I'll take it off. Spoilers for Captain America.
Well, I think we all thought the movie was at least good.
Yeah. Yes.
I liked it a lot. I think they did a good job with it. Curious to hear Pete's notes.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. So I felt that this could have been a Disney Plus show.
Wrong, but okay.
Obviously, the budget wouldn't allow it.
I'm glad you waited for him to leave.
Thank you. It was the budget would not have allowed it. That's like I could maybe see how they do this story maybe through a series, but the budget would never allow this. It would be way too expensive for a show.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you didn't enjoy it a lot, then that's fine. It's funny because there's so many things that love to rag on the movie. And I keep seeing all these comments about how people liked it so much and everything, like 7 out of 10 and up. Continue, Pete. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I have a note here that says talking Cap. I think what I mean by that is that he likes to talk his way out of the situations instead of like punch his way. And that is cool for a character trait, but thematically, it's not fun to watch. So he tried to talk the Red Hulk down. He tried to talk Leader down a couple times in his first couple fights. He's like, hey, he tried to talk Giancarlo Esposito. Hey, let's kind of go over this. He was like, oh, there's a 77% chance you would have talked me down from the was like, yeah, he does talk his way out of the situations a lot.
Cap
But
did the same, like other Cap did the same thing too. Steve Rogers, like just thinking about Winter Soldier when he's on the boat with Batroc, he like tries to talk him down, and Batroc's like, "Oh, you how boy," and then he's like, "Okay, I guess we're gonna fight then." Like Cap wasn't immediately going and fighting people either.
No, you're right. But I felt like Cap was like already squared up. Like, all right, bitch. Hey, maybe we should not like do this right away because I will whoop your ass. But hey, won't you put this fight down? What do you think? And he's like, nah, I want to fight you, Cap. He's like, all right, get fucked up then. And this Cap is like, you know what? I don't think I can kick your ass. Maybe we should talk about it first.
That's because I was going to say that's because one is just a human and one is enhanced.
I was about to say it's a different dynamic of Cap too. I mean, it's a different person who has held therapy sessions for people suffering PTSD from their service.
Yes. It's his blessing and his curse, because my other point here is that Anthony Mackie has a lot of charisma as Captain America, almost more so than Steve Rogers did. And I think we needed to focus on the strength of his charisma and his badassery combined, instead of wanting to talk his way out of situations. Maybe when he was pushed to the point where he knew that there's no way out, just less talking, more I'm going to whip your ass to get out of this situation.
Well, I also, like, he was also really trying to live up to the whole Cap thing, and he is just a person.
Yeah,
I actually think
it. It's just thematically, I don't think it's fun to watch.
Well, it doesn't.
I also don't think it's permanent. There's going to be a little bit of growth here. This is only technically not even technically. This is the first movie where he's Captain America. Like, there's no transition from Falcon to Captain America. This is step one. Like, that's why I wasn't worried about that. I loved it for what it was worth.
I really liked it. The other thing
than I thought I would.
The other thing, to your point about talking to people so much, is that this is still an active fate building for what phase we're in. Whatever they do with it. Like this, one of the things I really liked about this movie is how they didn't jump right to the old Marvel habit of killing all the villains. Yeah. Like we have the Serpent Squad, the Serpent Society still active. Red Hulk, I don't really know what they're going to do with Red Hulk because Harrison Ford is old. And I'm glad that we have Red Hulk, but like I also don't know how much we're going to be able to get Thunderbolt Ross into anything because Harrison Ford's old. I don't know if they're going to cast him yet again if Harrison dies. And
which could be any day now.
Where this goes with the Hulk story, because this was also a sequel to Hulk, which I thought was actually pretty cool because
I loved that.
They haven't really figured out how to use the Hulk as anything but a muscle in the Avengers, and Mark Ruffalo kind of has been able to add some more depth to that because they gave Bruce Banner more character. Like in Age of Ultron, we saw more character like of him trying to move on with his life. And then even like Thor Ragnarok, we saw more of that whole struggle between him and Hulk. But like, where do we go from here? And like, in a way, it's kind of like what we've seen with Thor, where they kind of figured out how to use Thor. And I think that this will hopefully help them guide Hulk into a way to kind of either put him in the final movies that he'll be in and then move to like Son of Hulk or whatever they do. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But like the other problem, like, and I'm just saying this because of the reaction you had right there. People like bitching about the CGI and the shows and everything like that, but like the budgets are smaller and they do them in less time. And shut up. Like,
no, my problem isn't the CGI. It's more of like the way of the introduction. Like, I'm not a big fan of like, oh, here's my son. No, I want to be shown. Not told nothing, you know.
Well, that's also why I don't like the shows, though. The shows are such a gimmicky way for them to do things. Seriously, like,
you watching Daredevil next week?
Is it next week already?
I don't know, it's probably 2 weeks.
I thought it was.
You
Yeah.
always shut your mouth. You're gonna watch the goddamn show. Okay? Shows are great.
You see, Daredevil's not just a show, though. Daredevil's a whole thing. I'm talking specifically about the Disney Plus shows. Netflix did an amazing thing with Daredevil, and I'm really hoping this continues that. I know I wasn't planning on going down this road, but he called me out on shitting on the Marvel shows, and I'm going to go and jerk off to Daredevil. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fucking amazing. So
I'll tell you the only problem I had with this movie, and I've already told Matt this, so I'm going to tell you this. This is literally the only problem I have with this movie. Every single line of Samuel Stern is overdubbed. It's not that important in the grand scheme of things, but as an audiophile, I was just watching going, why? Why is it happening? I don't think they changed his voice that much that he couldn't do on mic.
really
there's just probably just a lot of reshoots with this movie from what I remember, and they probably changed some of the dialogue.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There were a lot of gripes.
Which brings me to my next point. The leader was kind of bullshit. I think the leader as a villain was bullshit.
Oh,
he needed more manipulation. Because he's so fucking smart, he should have been 2 to 3 steps ahead, and the movie should have felt like a chess game. Like I wanted Cap to I think I got his ass, and no, you're so far behind that he's already thought about what you were going to do. And there were situations where he did that. It's just the gravitas of the situation wasn't there. Like the weight didn't feel like.
Part of the problem is that they showed Red Hulk in the trailers. That was the big thing.
I agree.
I'm okay with that because I was more like, why is the Red Hulk in the trailers? So I don't mind that so much. But to find out that he just wanted to ruin his legacy and push him to turn into the Red Hulk was just kind of a bullshit move to me.
No, they should have shown a glimpse, not all of that. I agree with the trailer thing. That's just my 2 cents.
Glimpse. I don't think you could have gotten away with the glimpse too, though.
Why? You show his hand and then you move the fuck on.
Well, that's like the original teaser. That's what they did.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's it. They should have never shown the full reveal. They should have never shown that it was Harrison Ford. I don't agree with any of that in the trailer, but I fucking hate
We're at a really
trailers
strange juncture when it comes to movies and everything. And I know I talked about this, I think either Tuesday's podcast or the one before that, but where people really just don't connect dots. And I don't think in a Marvel movie because I agree with you, Pete, I would have really liked a more complex scheme.
Sorry.
I don't know. I keep on going back to Winter Soldier. Who was not on Cap's team, and that was like a big surprise. You can't show that in the trailers, even if you wanted to. You know. What do I have here? I really liked the other Black Widow that they introduced.
Yeah,
I wanted to see more of her, and then maybe and then them working together to solve this mystery to help get ahead. He is one mind, but it's going to take all 3 of us to try to figure out what his chess moves are. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I get that criticism. I think that there's validity in that.
And if Cap is going to do a lot of trying to talk out of the situation, I would have preferred somebody in there as I'm going to whip their ass, and he's just like, hey, don't do that yet. Let me get a chance to talk to him.
It's so funny though, because after he fails to talk, that one of the first fight scenes in the game, that big guy, when he's like, do you really want to do this? And then they fight. It felt nice to see that there were that much more was at stake because Sam is just a normal dude. And that fight I thought was actually pretty brutal for just 2 guys fighting each other. I thought that was a really good fight to see him in so early in the movie, getting his ass kicked and then also completely fucking the guy up.
What do I have? I felt that this felt like a really rushed, quick ribbon on the Ross storyline. My daughter won't talk to me, which is why he's changing his whole fucking aspect on things. and for him to end up in prison, which was a good way for him to realize and show that he's changed as a person. But it just, I don't know, man. It didn't feel like genuine. It didn't feel sincere. Wasn't a big fan of it. Liv Tyler popping in for a minute. Okay. I don't know.
Yo,
I know it sounds like I really hate this movie. I'm a huge Marvel fan through and through. I will go see them all. I will genuinely enjoy my time there. Will I see this movie again? Absolutely. I'll probably watch it one more time.
Is it better than Age of Ultron?
Yes. Sebastian Stan cameo was short, but had a lot of weight, which I thought was a good choice.
That's what I was. He's 112 years old. I could deal with that.
Do you think Red Hulk's going to show up in Thunderbolts?
No.
Yeah. No.
Not even to fight Sentry?
I think this movie needed a unit, and whether that would have been the new Black Widow joining in as a team to make this an ultimate spy thriller, this could have, not saying it should have, needed Bruce Banner in some aspect, because it felt like his sequel with Captain America in it.
It was a Hulk movie in some essences, yeah.
And this would have been really good to show how Hulk has grown as a character, helping Sam, where he's not trying to be the Hulk, but helping him solve this mystery using Smart Hulk. I think that would have been a good aspect to play at, because, like I said, the leader, the weight of the leader wasn't there for me. The actor was good. The way they portrayed it was good. I needed more, and it wasn't there. That's all. I think that's the big complaint. This movie played it really safe, where it needed to crank up everything to like 11 for me. Giancarlo Esposito as a villain, fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it. He felt like a threat, especially when he threw the knife at him, the way hand-to-hand combat, the way he blew up the truck by tossing the grenade in the hole that he had created in that. He felt like a genuine threat to me, and I would have loved if they would have put him in more to the movie as the leader's muscle throughout the entirety of the thing. So that way the teams would have felt balanced. Okay, well, we got Black Widow and Sam on one side. We got Giancarlo Esposito and the leader on the other side. How do we find a way to beat them, essentially?
Something else that this movie did, like I kind of said it with the villains, is it's building. So this is the first that we've seen of the Serpent Squad, or whatever the hell it is, inside of that Marvel universe. Now, Luke Cage season 2 has Copperhead? No, in the villain at the end of the season 1.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, Cottonmouth was Mahershala Ali, and that was just a coincidentally snake name.
I think you're thinking season 2, where was the Jamaican?
No, the guy who was supposedly his brother.
Oh, it was like Sidewinder or something like that, right?
That might be it, Sidewinder. Because I think that I didn't. Well, I'm mixing up the names. I knew it was something like that.
I know what you're talking about now. He was more of like a war aspect. He had like the heavy gunnery and stuff like that on him.
Yeah.
And
he kept reciting Bible verses. Serpent.
So apparently Seth Rollins and another actor were in there to serve as support for Giancarlo Esposito and flesh out the Serpent Society. Those roles got cut on the cutting room floor. So that I don't know why they cut that. Although it did feel like there were too many characters. There probably would have been too many characters at that point, whereas the amount of characters in this movie was fine. I just think, like I said, I think they needed to be amped up a little bit more to 11 and maybe work more cohesively as units, both on the villain side and the good guy side.
So Sidewinder is part of the squad. Yeah.
What else? I got one more thing here.
God, there's 1,000 of them.
Oh, I got two more things. When leaders showed up to stop the heart of the soldier, I didn't understand that. The damage had already been done as far as trying to get Ross to turn into Red Hulk. He had already poisoned him through decades of taking this pill to help him survive, but also turn him into the Hulk. I don't think that soldier needed to die so quickly and so like randomly. He just shows up and he's like, well, the pulse was going to stop your heart. And now I'm going to walk away and never talk about this again. I don't know. I just didn't feel like that where he killed the soldier that was helping Sam. So he was calling him to tell him, hey, the pills are loaded with gamma radiation. And Stearns shows up just at that moment and first stops him from being able to concentrate.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
And then stops his heart right after that.
About that guy.
Yeah, that I don't know. And then the last thing I have is the post-credit scene. Who are the others that we need to protect from?
Yeah, I'm guessing the others are like non-terrestrial entities. Maybe Stearns understands maybe Stearns has a calculation for Galactus coming, and we know Galactus is coming because it's in the trailer for Fantastic Foursome. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, Arishem the Judge was kind of teased at the end of Eternals. But it could also be just anyone that they don't know about. Because there are a lot of free radicals bouncing around. X-Men are still coming at some point, and Adamantium is now officially in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to get Kang back, unfortunately.
I don't think that's out of the picture, but
we're not going to get Jonathan Majors back. They're gonna, if they do anything, it's going to be bravely wrapping up Kang, and then they're going to move on to Doom. What?
If I were Marvel, I would just leave the Kang storyline asleep for a while, as they did with Samuel Stearns for 20 years, and then when the timing is right, bring him back and finish that story.
Seriously, like Seth Rogen once said in that movie, first you plant all the seeds, and then you let it grow into a plant, and then you fuck the plant.
You know, it's my turn to talk. The B plot with Isaiah crushed my soul, man.
Oh man, yes, absolutely. I don't think I took enough good notes, but man, he was a shining star in that movie.
When she's trying to save him or to protect him, and he's like, "You're going into solitary," and he turns and says, "I'm not going in a box ever again." I just was like, "I'm out. That's it. I'm out." That was emotional. He's so fucking good,
right?
Actor.
It's weird, but I felt like this movie had a lot of emotional moments for a Marvel movie, especially Isaiah Bradley. But even when Ross, strangely enough, when Ross like finally snapped, he's like, "Because he saved my goddamn life," like because he was crying up. Like I thought that was actually a pretty good little monologue too. When he's finally explaining to Sam, like he's showing like he's a vulnerable dude. Like he's been Thunderbolt Ross his whole life, but like he's human. And I thought that was also actually a really good moment too.
I was very skeptical of Harrison Ford because our joke and many people's jokes is, Harrison doesn't care anymore. And oh man, was I wrong. Of course, Harrison Ford showed up, motherfucker. Like it was. Yeah. He was fantastic, and
he was fantastic.
And first of all, I go back to the Blade Runner 2049. 2049? Yeah, 2049. At the end, one of my favorite scenes in a movie is. That's one of my favorite movies, first of all. But one of my favorite scenes in any movie is when you find. He's like, go in, Channing Tatum's characters, go in there, meet your daughter. And Channing Tatum's going to die on the steps. That's the last line in the movie. And that last 2 minutes is him just walking in with his daughter that it's his daughter on the other side. Ryan Gosling, yeah, sorry. Wow, sorry.
Okay.
Wow, I'm sorry. Sexy guy. Yeah. My bad.
𝗖𝗽𝗆𝗆𝗆?
Yeah.
Another sexy guy. Yes, true. Marvel Universe. Nice connection. She's on the other side of the glass, and there's no dialogue, and it's just Harrison Ford being a fucking actor and trying not to emote. And he puts his hand up to her. Thank you, Matt. And I cried when Liv Tyler shows up. That was the same tears. Like, oh man. And I overly loved, maybe too much, that it was really a Hulk sequel. I was so happy that we're finally addressing that.
Yeah, my friend Alex was saying he's glad that they finally brought that stuff into like the current Marvel movies, because
That's just
Abomination's been the only other thing lingering from them.
I was gonna say I did like how they made Sam able to stand up with Red Hulk through the Wakandan wings. That was a good touch. Showed the
sorry. You just
No,
want
it's
to
fine.
call Wakanda and order a thing from Wakanda? You just could do that.
But it showed the strength of Wakanda could cut Hulk's skin, and then the way it could repulse the power back into the Red Hulk after he was already cut was a really good touch. That was a good part of the fight scene for me. It didn't put him out of his ass, but it stopped him just long enough so that he could do what he does best. And
It gave Sam an edge, because like otherwise he would just be fucked.
I have this hope beyond hope. And don't say yes or no. And don't tell me if you know or if you feel, shut up. If you feel it's not going to happen, you bitch. As I really think the Abomination, Stearns again, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, I feel they're not done.
I feel
they better not be done with She-Hulk.
I feel like we're gonna get a Hulk extravaganza. I think we're gonna get it. We need it.
Even if it wraps up She-Hulk, I just want her on the big screen. She deserved it. I put that right up there with Skeleton Crew and the Acolyte, where here's new stuff and you're not the Star Wars version of it. Here's this stuff. You're not watching it. You're missing gold. I loved She-Hulk. I'll say it. I loved She-Hulk. Well, it was okay. No, I loved that, and I just want at least to have a cinematic moment. Just one.
Don't be butthurt when that's not addressed at all in Daredevil.
Oh no, I wasn't. Boy, man, I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking of that. I thought that was more of an introduction of Daredevil into the Disney Plus world, and not
kind of
the other way, right?
Kinda. And then you saw it in Echo, and like that first episode of Echo with him, I was like, oh my God!
Yeah. No, I want just one Hulk, Planet Hulk, a Hulk, just something. I don't even care if it's not another. I don't even care if it's another series.
Well,
just give me a wrap.
They're just talking about doing a Planet Hulk, and apparently it's might include Logan.
Oh, till
I don't
you're
know. I
fucking
mean,
90.
You see a lot of rumors flying around. Apparently, Hugh Jackman signed on for like 10 years or something like that.
Till he's fucking 90.
Yeah. Which I don't know. It's okay. Sure.
I just want Tatiana Maslany. Thank you. You knew where I was going. I just want her to have a moment. Just one big screen moment. Give it to me, please.
Yeah, I won't complain if She-Hulk finds her way into the MCU, like cinematically. I won't complain about that.
And just to recap, she twerked in the comics before she twerked on TV, guys. I just want to let you know. Stop it. Not you. I mean, other people.
Well, I think my problem with She-Hulk was my first real introduction to her.
What did I say? I said, don't tell. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Was Avengers Disassembled. And it was a very serious comic, first of all. And we watch her lose her shit. And like, I can't remember which character she banged against a car, but she basically tore Ultron in half in that comic. Yeah, I don't mind these shows being silly. I really don't. I don't. I think the third act of this show fell apart, though. That was the problem.
I think it's suffering from. I think it suffers from a little bit what you're saying about suffers, air quotes. What Brave New World is we're not seeing all the potential yet. That's step one. So they had to fit all that into, what was it, 6, 7 episodes? And with the idea that there's more coming, we can't reveal her just pounding the holy shit out of somebody yet. That's coming. So I understand what you're saying, but I think it's on purpose. Just like, the Star Trek original series version of Captain America, where he's got to talk his way out of everything.
Well, I think then that problem is poor writing. I think you need to come up with a better story that does a great job of introducing these characters while keep it compelling. I mean, that is your job as a writer to do that.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other discussion. I just think that was the style. I think that was not the style.
We don't know that they didn't get 70 scripts for the series that were great.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I'm painting a broad brush, so I apologize.
Although I would like to match with her on a dating app, please.
Oh, and I wanted to quickly point out the stuff that I've been posting about the Maximum Spider-Man being $50 is a huge troll on my behalf.
Yeah, we know.
It's not that I don't know how the system works. Obviously, it's more just to get conversation and people like talking about it. I personally don't give a fuck. I'm not buying it. It's not that I hate it. I'm good.
Are we done with Captain America?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on. Can you pull the banner down? Give it a thumbs up. No more Cap talk.
Okay.
Thumbs up, you bastards.
I already did my thumbs up.
I didn't see it. So yeah, we went from Captain America all the way to She-Hulk. So Marvel Legends Maximum Spider-Man. As Pete was just saying, he's apparently just being a troll on the complaints about it being $50.
Not so much a troll, but just kind of like stirring the pot. I'll say that. I like stirring the pot.
Yeah, sure. I don't believe in stirring.
Spider-Man. Oh shit! Sorry, that was the wrong one. Y'all did. Pete looked away.
I did look away. I'm sorry.
I think it's a joke to make a Marvel Legends figure $50 in any capacity.
I said, "Here's the new Spider-Man figure." Oops, sorry, I was wrong. That just worked out. That's what loaded for Instagram, and now you know why my Instagram algorithm is the way it is.
I wouldn't mind a Mary Jane figure like that, but like the when she had the cutoff tee, the white tee with the Spider-Man logo on it on the comic cover with the spiritual gene.
I think that's way too sexualized for an action figure, though.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
I was looking for the post to show it on screen, and now I can't find it in all this chat. So,
there are two things that I didn't send you that just got announced today. It was Mayfex Vader and Mayfex Aquaman, and those are not reissues; those are redos.
I thought that was a new Aquaman because it had the head sculpt of him descending in water.
Well, the funny thing is, I know that's a new Vader because my complaint with the original Vader was that they used plastic on the bottom half for his, I don't know how to call it, part of his tunic, his skirt, I guess, which prohibited.
Before we do that, I just want to make sure. Is this the one you're talking about? Is that the original one?
That's the old one. Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I wanted to bring it up while you were talking about it. Good. Yeah. That was a good guess. Good.
See how there's plastic on the bottom
mask. No, the new one's up on the website, Dan.
Yeah.
No, I know. I brought this up while he was talking about it.
I just wanted to point out that there's plastic on the bottom part of that torso, that skirt that he's wearing on the back. Whereas the new one, which I think is 256, replaces that with soft goods. So will I be buying another Vader?
Yeah.
I don't know. The figure arts was very good in my opinion. This Mayfex felt a little short in comparison. I know I saw Kaiju Daddy's video and basically made my purchase based off of his review of it. It was not taller than the figure arts for me. It was about 3 millimeters shorter. If it were taller, then I think that would have helped. But again, the soft good restriction on the bottom, where figure arts nailed that. And the figure arts came with the helmeted head. It came with the cracked helmet head, where you can see Anakin's face through it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Those are good figure. I gotta mess with that again because I'm working on a display over here, and I kind of want to do a Star Wars display, and that'll help me determine if I'm going to do a pre-order for this or not.
Right,
As for the movie Aquaman, I think I'm good on that too. I'm not big into movie figures, so I'll pass.
There you go.
I already have the other one that they put out, and I don't think I need a second one.
I still haven't even seen the second Aquaman.
I didn't either.
Not just because, and it's not because it was the movie or because of whatever the heck the one that shits the bed. What's her name? Amber Heard. I don't care. It's because the universe is dead, and
It's too late.
You know, thanks, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to it, and then Warner Brothers was like, "No, James Gunn."
I also enjoyed the first one so much that I don't think the second one will live up to it.
Man, that first movie really set
First one's
rose
just
expectations.
I've said
really
it so many times. It's pure comic book, and that's why
Yeah.
I have so much fun with it.
What's with the
Whoa.
double saber?
He can evolve.
No, he can. I don't know what lore.
Oh, that looks much better. Just the glimpse, man. That looks much better. And yes, I like the red eyes.
So do I.
Oh, does it come with one with it? Oh, the cracked. Gotcha. Yeah, dude.
And the damaged
And
chest piece.
Going back to Disney Plus, I just want to say that Obi-Wan series, you take it or leave it, man. But that scene between the two of them,
I like the Obi-Wan series a lot.
man, I did too, but a lot of people didn't. So that's why I was trying to be nice about it. And I think most people that didn't like it are out of their fucking mind. But I get told like, well, people can like or not like something. I'm like, yes, I get it objectively, but how? Come on.
What do you want?
What the fuck do you want? You had Hayden Christensen as an adult chewing scenery with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan chewing fucking scenery in a
It's like
sword
Rachel
fight.
McAdams in the Notebook.
Yeah.
What do you want? It's not that simple.
It's not that simple. It is.
People
God
don't know
damn
what
it.
they want; they just know what they don't want.
Right. Well, apparently they didn't want to. My favorite scene. That was so good. I'm so as a guy who has defended the prequels and will till he dies.
They redeemed those prequels in fairness.
Well, see, I like all the movies, so I'm in a whole other hill that I'm standing on with like 3 people.
Yeah, the only movie Dan doesn't like is Children of Men.
True, that's true. Yeah, I'm sticking by that. Although I did see a clip from it the other day, and I'm like, I think I really got to give this a second chance.
You do. When the world around you is not quite on fire, watch it because it's so fucking intense.
I think we're there. I think we're already out, not quite on fire. But yeah, it's gone. No, as somebody who defended the prequels and like didn't like people shitting on the actors, I'm totally distracted now. So I'm just gonna go to Aquaman and I don't know. The Darth Vader figure looks a lot better than that.
That looks good.
I think it looks fine. I don't know if I have that one or if I only have the one. I don't know what I have. I have so much stuff. Fucking storage unit. Why is it 40 minutes away? Why did I move north?
I don't know.
Apartments are too expensive.
Yeah, it's true. It's worse now. Yeah, that looks good. I take that back. Man, I'm gonna watch that movie again. I did finally get The Flash on 4K, so I have to watch it.
You bought it?
Yeah, well, it was part of a sale. I spent like $33 for like 6 4K DVDs, and I was like,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's not bad.
yeah, no, I got Oppenheimer.
Just do the math so that The Flash was like $199 and the other ones were a little more.
Yeah, the other one's for regular price, and that was yeah.
I haven't watched that movie yet. Fuck
It wouldn't
that.
be so bad if the third act's CGI was just so fucking terrible. The movie was okay.
Well, that's the other problem is they just want to churn them out.
Yeah. Oh,
And I think that was another problem, and this isn't really spoiling anything, but that's another thing with Captain America is they've done so much that was just like flopping. People have just been hating on everything so much, and like Misty said before, like she's still like spoiled by the end of that first phase, like ending with Endgame and everything like that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
People need to remember that not every movie from that first 10 years was great. Thor 2.
Thor 1.
Thor 1, okay, yeah, isn't great at all. Yeah, exactly. And like, well,
the first Hulk was a slog.
Just talking about like Eternals, I mean, they put out a lot of stuff that wasn't great in a row, and that's what really makes it hurt. Because yeah, Thor 2 wasn't good, but then they put out either Cap 2 or Civil War. No, it was Cap 2, I guess. Or which is Winter Soldier. Sorry.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
But then then there's stuff like Iron Man 3, which people get divided on, despite the fact that it's a dog shit movie.
Spider-Man 3?
Iron Man 3, and he's wrong.
Spider-Man 3 is a dog shit movie.
Motherfucker.
I'm still right. I said the wrong thing, but I'm still right.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, wait, now Spider-Man 3 is a dog shit movie.
Why did I say Spider-Man?
I don't know, but I knew you meant Iron Man 3, and fuck you, and that means Ultron's a piece of shit.
No, Age of Ultron.
Which I don't agree. I agree with. I love that fucking movie. So.
I mean, in ways, I'm glad that the Mandarin was turned into something else because, as Shang-Chi said, which Shang-Chi is a good fucking movie.
I love that
You
movie.
don't like big monsters, Pete. Shut up. And
I like
of big
Shang-Chi.
I've been reading Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, and it's fucking awesome. Anyway.
Maybe Shang-Chi should take notes from that.
What's right? But man, fuck you. Like,
No, he doesn't like the fact that a dragon fought another giant dragon.
It's not that. Just do better. Like, stop introducing these fucking random things and then, like, make us try to care about it. Like, you used it for emotional weight for the Mandarin to basically admit that he loves his son. All right? But other than that, what the fuck is the point of these two fucking dragons? Like, I don't give a shit about them. They're not a threat. They're off in fucking Shangri-La fighting each other. I don't give a fuck. What is the fucking weight of this fight?
I just want to say
that's a bullshit argument from all the other Marvel movies that just bring up things last minute the same way.
Ultron was shit too. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you right now. I'll still watch the goddamn movie.
So wrong.
What? I think that if the Mandarin was straight up in Iron Man 3, I wouldn't have enjoyed that movie as much. But the fact that they just went, fuck you.
I don't necessarily mind that. I don't really mind the twist, but Guy Pearce's character was just a waste.
Yeah.
That Ben Kingsley was
nerdy.
Hey. Guy Pearce is just fine to look at.
What?
So I've been told.
Well, I made it up. If you want to watch a movie with Guy Pearce, go watch Lockout because it's a blast.
And then go watch Memento and then be confused.
Yeah, but like, no, I just hate when like they introduce like the villain as like this nerdy fucking character. He's like, hey, just don't watch my thing. Here's my card, man.
Hey, let me relate to somebody who's thinner than me, but the same.
Wonder Woman 84 much?
I was gonna say fucking Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield. What they did to Jamie Foxx. They made him a fucking nerd.
Yep.
He's shocked and now he's like cool guy now.
Honestly, it would have made more sense if they made him a white guy rather than Jamie Foxx playing the character. Because he went insane and killed people. A white nerdy guy.
That's the aspect you're going with. Okay. Okay. Birthday party.
Anyway.
All right, I've had it for 20 minutes, so I would like to talk about it now.
So this figure is beautiful, by the way. I just want to point that out. I just saw this pop up and I was like, wow, this is gorgeous.
And Dan pre-ordered it an hour and 20 minutes ago.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I did. I was like, you know what? I've been in the market for a Batman figure, and I'm like, there you go.
You know, I'd have a Batman figure, but some dickhole stole my package.
I do like the Dark Knight storyline. I'm not that invested enough to buy figures from it, but this is gorgeous. This is making me reconsider.
I will tell you, when I was that came out when I was 3, but the full volume of it was given to me on my 6th or 7th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my first, and it was right as the movie was coming out. So the Batman world converged on me on that year for my birthday, and so my first exposure to Batman as a child. And when you read it, you go, "A child read? Holy shit!" Well, no, because the content in it is not for a fucking 7-year-old. It's a comic book, but it's not a comic book that my dad thought he was buying for me at the time. He grew up. He was 12 when the Batman TV series was popular. You know, he was like Batman, and then this movie with Michael Keaton. Oh, I can't wait. Oops, he was wrong. So
yeah,
but that was my first exposure to Batman. So I saw this, and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to bite the bullet. I need to finally add a Batman to the shelves back there. It's just the one big guy I don't have.
Michael Keaton's such a bad Batman. Not a bad.
God,
you want to see nuts?
God damn you! God damn you! God damn! And then I see this, and I'm like, all right, get off the site, Dan.
You gotta have those on.
You want to get his lights knocked out? You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. He was fine. I mean, he's not Ben Affleck. You know who the worst Batman was? The only thing I don't like, speaking of the Dark Knight Returns,
Adam West,
George Clooney.
Adam West gets a pass because he's Adam West.
That was a product of the time.
Yeah, Adam West gets a pass because he got it. Later on, he totally played into it. Like, I'm Adam West, you know.
Yeah.
But George Clooney, it's not his fault. So he doesn't get a pass, but I don't shit on him.
No, George Clooney decided to play Bruce Wayne as a gay man.
Oh, well, all right. I'll give him that one.
Like, this is about as straightforward as Ben Affleck wanting to do an anime presentation of Matt Murdock in that movie. So,
all right, fair enough. I really don't have an argument. So, fuck.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, the voice of Batman in the Dark Knight Returns animated adaptation is RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad.
What?
Really?
I don't like his voiceover.
Peter
I
Weller?
don't like it. Yeah. And he's playing against Michael Emerson's Joker, which is
Batman. Can you play it? I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, I'll find a clip. He's playing against Michael Emerson's Joker, which is Michael fucking Emerson. If you don't know who Michael Emerson is, I don't know how to. He's in Lost. He's in everything. Which is funny because I like Peter Weller as RoboCop, and he's also in. He's in that remake. He's in Star Trek 2 Into Darkness, and he plays the actual bad guy in that movie. And he has a great movie where he drops an S-bomb, which doesn't happen much in Star Trek universe, where basically his daughter and Kirk reveal, we figured out it was you, and he just goes, shit.
I saw Ted 2 over the weekend again for the first time since it came out. And that movie's funnier than I remember it.
Ted and Ted 2 are funny.
Because the guy that plays Worf and Patrick Warburton together picking on people from Comic-Con is fucking hilarious. Dressed as their characters from their respective TV shows.
Which movie has them naming women?
That's the first one.
That's the first one. I still get a kick out of it.
Is it one of those with a Lynn at the end? Yes.
Yes. And I also like the Liam Neeson cameo.
I'm not a huge fan of Mark Wahlberg, but he's actually pretty decent in some comedic roles.
I fucking hate Mark Wahlberg, and
the other guys
movies I like him in.
Yeah, like the other guys works well. But like then you get like Daddy's Home, and that movie.
I liked it.
I saw parts of it. I saw enough of it to know that I'm like, no, I don't think so.
God damn it! I forgot to clip that joke, and now I've lost the time signature on it. Damn it! A line you delivered. Hold on, I'm trying to get to it. If you could stretch. Oh, here it is. Here.
No, my shoulder hurts, man.
Not you son of a bitch. This will take me a second, but hold on. There we go.
Isn't this a school night, young lady?
Clark,
What's up,
this
bitch?
is between you and me.
We don't have to do this.
Sure we do.
Bruce, be reasonable. You know what my orders are.
Your orders?
I don't think I can find a good clip that'll actually let you hear it long enough to get what I mean. There are some line deliveries that are great. And then some, like at the beginning there, he was like, the way he delivered it was very much like this. I'm like, oh, that's not Batman, dude. I don't want a Kevin Conroy mock, but I don't want that. You know? Sorry, Peter Weller, please don't hurt me. You're bigger than me and you're powerful and you're very handsome.
Powerful in the sense that he can like maybe walk still?
That's got nothing to do with Phil Collins, you son of a bitch.
No, but like Peter Weller's old as fuck, dude.
He can still walk, unlike Phil Collins.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Why are you surprised? You sent this.
Oh, I don't know. I'm paying attention to half the stuff. I just see it and I send it before I forget.
It's 1/6 scale, so you're not buying it anyway.
It's okay. I like watching it with you guys. Like I'm just as surprised as you are.
I'm not
Seeing this body.
I'm not interested in it.
I mean, for 1/6, it's really great looking.
Yeah. Look at the fucking vein detail in the bicep. On the chest too.
Look at that shit. Whoa.
Look at
Jesus.
those eyebrows.
Let me skip that. Those are them thick eyebrows, though.
You'll show a girl dressed as Spider-Man with thick thighs, but you'll skip on the doll.
That's a naked butt, though. We might get TOS.
It's a toy.
I don't care. They might.
Who's they?
The YouTubes.
Twitch, YouTube.
The YouTubes.
Facebook. Yeah, they might cut that if somebody reports a butt.
That's cool. You know better than I do. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the only. I don't care. I'll stare at the butt, but I didn't want to get taken off.
You mean to tell me that crack is about 1 inch long?
Here, let's analyze the butt for a second. I don't know.
This is great. The face looks a little old, but it looks great.
Okay, can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Just did.
Just talking about it. How come if they're gonna do female characters? Oh, no, I'm gonna ask it professionally.
I was reacting to the face.
Oh, if they're gonna do, it's pretty. That one. If they're gonna do female character toys and they have everything modeled, why don't we get a cod piece for the male? Why
They do.
And all? I mean,
They do.
Okay. Yeah.
TB League does it, and like Vice and something like that. No, it does.
It does get done. All right.
Yeah, it does.
Just curious.
Yeah, there are figure companies where the male dudes hang dong.
Hang dong.
Yep.
Wow.
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
How are these figures, man? You have them?
I fucking love. I still have the 4 turtles out on their stands. I think I briefly checked out like Shredder and the 2 foot soldiers I got. Bebop and Rocksteady are in my pile of loot. because somehow they managed to get them in for a brief window on that site before they pulled them otherwise. Like if I go into my pile of loot and I click them, I can't, it doesn't pull up a page. So they got a very limited batch because these are not intended to be sold domestically. Like you have to go through High Play or some other third party.
These right here?
Yes.
Oh.
Because like there are people who say that these companies are putting out things like these guys, and then 𝗖𝗍𝗆 is doing the 1/12 scale turtles. It's 𝗖𝗍𝗆, sorry. And people are saying that they're bootlegs or they're knockoffs, and they're not. It's officially licensed, but they're controlling the market that they're available in for these in particular, because the 𝗖𝗍𝗆 are available on Big Bad Toy Store and domestically, but like these guys for some reason aren't. And I don't know if it's the price port or if it's the scale, but for some reason you have to go through an importer to actually buy these things. I don't know.
So
why.
like I can order it from this place.
Yeah, as long as they'll ship it to the US, and they probably will. I've been ordering through High Play, and like that was the same thing for, oh my god, my shoulder hurts. For like these guys, these are official, but because they're 1/18 and they directly compete with Hasbro, they're only available overseas. I buy them through High Play. Which company is this? This is 𝗖𝗇. And they're so fucking good. But like I really love this 1/18 Ninja Turtles line. I just sold my Mezco Turtles actually, because I've decided that I'm just gonna go into this. And also one of the other things that excites me about the range of characters that they're doing for this, because I also have Krang and Slash, and then another character coming my way. I feel like they're gonna do a Turtle Van, and I'm really excited.
Oh,
because
I love that all these figures come with that big giant piece.
Some of them have a different base, but they all come with that base with the pegs. Yeah.
Yeah, I love pegs.
I think Shredder and the Foot Soldiers have a different base. I can't remember. But yeah, then they all have like the manhole cover with the peg on it, which is cool. But yeah,
figures come with stands in it.
JoyToy has, I don't actually have them, but they have a line of 2 lines of mechs, because they have 1/18 soldiers like this guy. They have 1/18 other like non-licensed figures that they make, and there's actually a 1/18 scale mech that this guy can get into, or another pilot. They're like really hard to find at normal prices just because they made a limited run of them, but they still make 1/25 scale ones that have like fully articulated mechs and everything like that are a lot of fun.
There it is. Of course, the one thing that wouldn't load. Can somebody explain to me what that is in canon?
It's a helmet.
No, but I've never seen him wear that, smart ass.
RoboCase.
Got it.
No, I don't know what it is. But
I love that he has 2 hockey sticks and a goalie stick.
And the sledgehammer and like this. Yeah, I really this line's awesome. The figures are really good. They don't have double jointed elbows because they're small, but they have good range of articulation, double jointed knees.
That's a good picture right there, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm really just gonna go all in. Like I've been a whore for JoyToy stuff for a little while now, just picking up a lot of it because it's just fun. I like the scale; they look good. Yeah.
Now I don't know if Pete even saw this in the chat, but this kind of goes with turtles, and this kind of goes with my jersey collecting thing. And I will say, preface this by, I did not participate in these because they're not my team. But the Providence Bruins, which is the minor league affiliate of the Boston Bruins, I know that was hard to. Last weekend wore these for Comic-Con weekend, and unlike the NHL, when the AHL has a specialty jersey, they wear it during the game. So these are game worn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's why they went for all of that. But I just thought those were cool looking, and I entertained it. And then it was so deep into the auction that we were already at like 5-6 a piece. And I was like, well, that's not happening. And I just thought those were really cool. And no, they
Really
can't
cool.
have they couldn't have different colors for each turtles because they're one team. They have to wear the same color. Anyway,
That makes sense.
and moving on from turtles,
Actually, one real quick turtle thing. I like that video Pete sent in the later chat
turtles.
where they do like the elevator scene from one of the Michael Bay Turtles movies.
Yeah.
And then how they're beatboxing and everything. And then they cut to the 2017 series animated or CGI, I guess. And Mikey starts redoing the scene and then Raph just punches him off to like, so he's off camera.
That show paid homage to every iteration of Turtles that came before it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The first episode, and I think I've probably told you guys this joke before. The Michelangelo in that show goes, "Hey guys, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of my face on my face." And they're like, "What are you talking about?"
I remember.
He goes, "My face." And when he says that, they show the 1980s turtle Michelangelo over his face. Over my face.
My face.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this show's amazing.
I love that shit.
I will be right back.
There's just to go further into that before we jump into this toy. That 2012 series also did a thing where Shredder defeated the Turtles and severely injured Leonardo in that, and they had to retreat to April's farmhouse, very similar to the first movie.
Yeah.
And that season was a introduction to the new lead because I think Jason Biggs was the original voice. And so I can't remember what he did on Twitter or something, but he got fired for the role. And then they put Seth Green as the Leonardo for that series moving forward. So they used that fight to say why his vocal cords were damaged and changed his voice.
Oh, all right.
And then they used the rest of that season to explore
That's kind of brilliant.
a horror element within the show because they were in the middle of the woods at a farmhouse.
Okay.
Yeah. Very interesting.
That's pretty-
Very interesting series.
I'm trying to find that clip. Yeah, I'm trying to. Here it is. I think it's this. I hope it's this. Is it this? No, this is. Yes, it is. Okay, here it is. I found it.
We think we reach the end.
This was the place. Cool. Can we get tattoos? I want to get one of my face on my face. It'll be like I'm wearing a mask, and the mask is me.
It's so dumb.
I just blew your minds, right? You know they use needles for that.
They do some really cool things with this show. Like when Mikey's in Dimension X, because he's so like off base and weird, he gets Dimension X and he becomes like the sage. So like they start asking, "Oh yeah," they're like, "Mikey, what should we do?" He's like, "We're gonna float on this door and we're gonna get over that." That's not gonna work. He's like, "Trust me."
He's like totally zen and part of it.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's such a good show, man. It's such a good show. It does its own thing while not veering too far off the course. Like it's
Right.
great. It's so good. I hated it at first because of the animation, and then I went back as an adult and tried to give it like a shot, and I just fell in love with it.
That was one of the first Revoltech figures you got. Was
I did.
You're getting the second season's going to start soon, by the way.
Second season of
the new Turtles show.
Oh, yeah.
Got renewed. Yeah.
I started watching that. It's not bad.
Yeah, and it's in the style of the last movie, right?
Yeah.
What the mute? Oh, fudge!
Mutant Mayhem.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I really got to catch up, but like if I watch that before Daredevil, somebody might shoot me.
Leatherhead has an interesting thing in here. He basically has like PTSD, so he steps back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between mood swings. Very interesting.
Wow. I gotta watch that again.
The voice actors that they have for the Utrams is like Gilbert Gottfried, Roseanne, and then like somebody else with like a super annoying.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Hot
I'm
Toys
also-
Terminator. Beautiful.
This figure looks so good. And I don't have anything Terminator, but part of me wants to buy this just because this whole package is
Wow.
amazing. Like, it looks fucking great. Does it enlarge if you click the picture?
No.
Go to _CideShowToy.com.
Nah, I was gonna say I'll go to a different link. I got it.
I got the Mayfex Terminator, and it's really good because it comes with like a Terminator 1 head, but it also comes with more T2 stuff than anything else. But
Wait, is this the second version?
Yeah, they've done this
Ooh.
figure before.
oh,
Hot Toys does a lot of re-release. Well, they do a fair amount of re-releases. Like, I'm actually getting a Batman re-release from it's Ben Affleck Batman.
Affleck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this looks so good. Some of the angles, like the forehead looks a bit huge there, but overall this figure looks so good. And
What did you say about my forehead?
some of the things that it comes with, like the minigun.
Oh, dude!
Yeah, dude, it
Listen
looks
to me
so
very carefully.
it looks so good, and it
Great
includes
for a movie that came out in '93.
it has some great
wow.
features and accessories.
I don't know how you guys, how deep are you in the lore you guys are, but Netflix released like an anime style Terminator.
Yeah, we went over it here, and I haven't watched it yet, but I showed the trailer on here, and how excited I was.
Yeah.
That fucking trailer was badass.
I didn't watch it, but I definitely shit on it some when we were talking about it.
Yeah, you hate animated stuff, so you were already.
I'm not huge in animated stuff, but I read more about like what they were doing, and it sounded super just unoriginal and like just kind of fucking dumb.
As long as it's better than Genesis.
It's basically just saying like there's no way out. Like,
There is no way.
Yeah, no, it's inevitable.
yeah, it is inevitable.
I argue I like the end of 3, where, and I know you're not supposed to, because like, no, I can't. Like, it's happening. It doesn't matter.
No, that dude, honestly, movies that dude, like even Avengers Infinity War, like it happens.
It's over. That's it. There's no happy ending. There's no last minute twist. The fucking bombs have launched. And I don't know if you've looked at the world recently. It's kind of like that.
It's hard, and I've talked about this before, but like every movie seeks to return to the status quo, and that's the problem. Like, it's really hard it's just hard to continue writing and existing within the universe where there's this very outlandish thing that happens. Kind of like, I mean, Severance is a really good example. Like, we only see so much into the worlds that they live in, but like even with the Avengers in the Marvel universe and the 5-year snap thing, like, and then just keeping track of everything. Like, yeah, the celestial being out in the Native American Ocean.
No, that's the wrong Indian. You schmuck.
It just came to me now. But like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, yeah, you want stuff to come back up, but like, you also like, yeah, you don't have to constantly bring it up though, because
and the only way out of it was an absolute finite sacrifice. Like, we got all those people back in Endgame, however.
Well, yeah, but I'm also talking about the new norm that people have.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get you.
And like, then they come back and they're like, you know, like suddenly someone's older than their dad by 2 years because they were gone for 5.
I love that moment between Ant-Man and.
It's not possible. What I just said was not possible. And that
I know, but I was going through it.
Yeah, well, like stuff like that, and like how there's this new established Falcon and Winter Soldier show was largely about that, and I don't think that show was very good, but it was kind of talking about dealing with that, and it's a new reality that the MCU has in it, and they have to maintain that throughout it, and it's not the biggest thing. It's not like the Doctor Strange universe where green means stop and red means go, but it's something that has to persist now, and the more you tack on in each sequel or whatever, it just becomes more that you have to establish as your new norm. I am interested in some of these Marvel figures that they're doing.
I could not find a good listing, so I just found this video that just showed the pictures.
Oh, nice.
I found a good listing.
If you can find a good listing, send it to me, please, because I spent a lot of time on it. I'm like, I give up. I can't find this.
Now these are from the Spider-Man 2 video game. Is that correct?
Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2.
They're just alternate costumes from Spider-Man and 2. Mostly the first one, I think.
You already know which one I'm getting. I haven't even played the game yet. I already know which one I'm getting.
Venom?
Nah.
The Venom figure looks fucking really good. I wouldn't mind getting Spirit Spider, but the Venom figure. Venom was done so well in the sequel.
Oh, it's just showing. It's just
Pictures of him.
Just click through
yeah,
it,
but
man.
no, I'm saying it's just doing what I'm already showing. So
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about scrolling through a YouTube video to do it.
Yeah, girl.
They're stills rather than motion picture.
but I can't click on these.
What are you
Oh,
talking
there
about?
it goes. It wasn't letting me click on them. It was right there on the screen.
We
It wasn't
used
letting me
this
click on the
before.
fucking thing.
It's taking a moment, though. I don't know what Miles Morales suit that is.
I don't know, but
I think it's based off the PS1 Spider-Man, like his version of that.
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I won't lie, but it's Marvel Legends, so I'm cool.
They've changed a lot, man. Their figures are good, but I don't know if they're $50 good. I think that's the argument that I'm trying to make here. Like,
They're not $50. They're not $25 good.
oh, I don't know about that.
No, they're not. They're $20 figures. I know it's $5, but it's $5.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm saying like the inflation thing. I get it. They're definitely trying to up their game by going pinless, adding better accessories, doing better sculpts. This looks cool, man. Look at it. I mean, the web accessory looks very awesome.
The web accessory. The web accessory did look good there.
Like, this isn't my Spider-Man. I won't buy it, but it looks good.
What the fuck does that mean?
not my Spider-Man.
Not my Spider-Man.
Yeah, I Mayfex needs to do a symbiote suit.
They did. They did.
Did I? I don't
Yeah.
have it. Wait, no, I do. It's in my storage unit.
There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Ah, there he is. La tierra de Borinquen, donde nacido yo.
Why does he have a surfboard though?
I don't think he comes with that. That's just to help him pose.
Sorry.
That reminded me. Last night I was playing Dead Space 2. I was streaming Dead Space 2, and I randomly remembered Cool Runnings. I was singing the bobsled team song.
Feel the rhythm.
Feel that? Well, no. I mean, Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. That song.
This looks so cool. I am definitely going to get this just so I can put
He's a
my
DEI
head-
Spider-Man.
my head on that. He's actually an alternate universe Spider-Man.
DEI alternate universe.
He
Nah.
was so popular that they made an incursion series and brought him
You're
in
how
permanently.
fucking stupid that sounds when you say it out loud.
Ballard Spider-Man? I don't know what that one is.
I don't know what this one is. I like the look.
Spider-Man fan you are. Ugh,
I haven't played the game.
I have. I should know.
Played the first one. I haven't finished the Miles Morales one. And I haven't played the second one yet.
I loved Miles Morales, and I have to start the second one soon.
Oh, this is Peter Parker anti-Venom suit style. What? Anti-Venom suit is white. What do you... Okay.
Is it white in the game?
Yes.
Oh, is there color palettes?
No.
I don't know. So I'm
You can,
genuinely
change, you can change suits whenever you want, but you
No,
cannot change the
Dan, there are color palettes in the second game.
Oh.
That's one of
Yes,
the reasons they
Pete.
say that there are like so many suits, because you could change like 4 different color schemes.
I can change the color to my suits?
Well, it's like they put 20 suits in the game, and then because you could put them in like 4 different color schemes for each suit, they're like, it's over 80 suits. Like, no, that's not quite. You're padding that math. Put an asterisk on there.
Yeah, you're padding the math like we're all going to get $5,000 from the number you can.
Stop fluffing the number and show us what it really is.
Yeah,
$100.
it's like $12 a piece.
Is it really?
Yes. If you real quick, if you took the number of everyone who filed taxes from 23
Oh yeah.
and 24 and multiplied it by the number that fuckface gave us $12 each on a check. That's it. That's what you get.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You know what I want to use that argument for is the reverse of it, where people are like, I don't want to pay for your student loans.
Yes, right, exactly.
You don't want to pay the $5 that
Yeah,
might
exactly.
save your son. Okay, cool. Anyway.
All right. Anyway,
well, like people like to talk about how much they think they're paying for illegal immigrants. Like you're not. Illegal immigrants pay taxes, and guess who doesn't? Fucking Verizon.
Billionaires.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. This looks fantastic. Look at the look. She was able to bring her leg all the way back, so that was impressive.
They did a good job of Black Cat in the game, and this figure does a really good job of representing her.
Yeah, there you go. Look at
If
that.
Marvel Legends weren't so scaled, didn't have so many scaling issues, I'd consider picking this up. But she's not bigger
They've
than
largely resolved that, man. They
What?
definitely have.
well, but she's gonna be bigger than mayfix Spider-Man.
Yes, but Daredevil was Daredevil and Cap were the introduction to mayfexing, adjusting their scale to Marvel Legends.
This Venom looks so good. I am gonna pick up this Venom.
unfortunately,
And it comes with the spit, the removable spit.
Venom was so fucking good in the game. Look at the fucking face right there.
Is that
Go back
good?
one real quick.
Is that bad or good?
No, that
it's
is
good.
That's 100. That's so iconic for Venom for me. That's perfect. Oh, it makes me so happy. Just that big fucking sharp tooth grin, and then that jaw.
You're like, I'm not getting any Hasbro anymore. Marvel Legends sucks. I'm telling you, they've stepped their shit up, man. I
Dude,
promise.
no,
you.
this is
not
an exception.
no
This,
articulation.
oh my god, I love Venom. Like I have a fucking almost 3-foot statue of Venom in my storage unit.
Apparently, the arm effect goes on both arms too. You could crisscross it.
That's
And,
cool.
and there's
By the
enough
way,
space built on it to carry any Spider-Man figure. That's what they were
Just
both
to-
about in this room.
Just to ruin it for you, I hear Tom Hardy's voice as Venom when I look at Venom now.
I don't play Spider-Man 2, and you'll hear or whatever the fuck he sounds like. It's so
Yeah.
good. It's nice and crunchy. It's fucking creature-like. It's
What's it, Todd? What's his name?
Is it like McFarlane?
no.
No.
We're not talking about his father. We're talking about who voiced it.
Wasn't the Candyman actor the what's his name? Jason Todd? Terry Todd? Something Todd? He just passed away, right?
Jason Todd.
I don't think it's Jason Todd.
Did he do Venom?
Yes. 100%. I'll put money on that.
Yeah,
No,
he did. I totally forgot about that.
I don't think you're wrong. I just didn't know that.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. And he did. He nailed it. It was so good. Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh, Tony Todd.
Tony Todd. Thank you.
Candyman, man. Candyman.
Yeah, I said that. I said that.
He just did die. Yeah.
He did Candyman. He was also in The Flash as one of the evil Flashes.
Apparently, according to Wiki, he's not dead. He is.
He's also in The Rock, which I just randomly rewatched.
Yes, he is
really?
in The Rock.
Yeah.
He plays
It's
one of the Marines.
Is that I don't listen to that. I listen to that hardcore shit. It's like, well, no, you are him. You are the Rocket Man. And then
Re-release of Warpath. I believe they said he's on the Omega Red Buck. So it is an updated body.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that definitely looks like the case.
The Omega Red Buck was good. It's not pinless, but it is good.
Yeah, you can see the pin right there.
And then they updated X-23 on a new body. This is the new teenage female body that they're going with moving forward. I believe it's double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, removable claws. She comes with an unmasked and a masked face. The toe claws are removable as well.
Yep, double jointed elbow. You can see it right there. The knees were visible. It was hard to tell with the elbows.
Yeah, Marvel Legends, man, really stepped their shit up. Like you said, I don't know if they're worth $25. I think they are, personally. I think the head sculpts have gotten better. I think overall the articulation has gotten better. They do make some shitty choices and still charge $25 for that. And I think that's my problem with them.
They've definitely gotten better. I won't disagree with you on that.
This missile is supposed to be a tease for one of their upcoming figures, and a lot of people are saying Hulk.
Maybe if they do Eric Bana Hulk, because he grabs a missile in that. Honestly, I think that the Eric Bana, that movie, that version of Hulk is probably my favorite one from the cinematic universe, just because that Hulk was so fucking like big and angry.
Wasn't there a comic book version of Hulk where he had like the fucking bandolier and like machine guns and shit?
That's a side project of Thunderbolt Ross. I'm pretty certain. There is a soldier who actually gets the gamma radiation and becomes a Hulk. You fight him in that shitty original Xbox Hulk video game. I forget his name. It might be Stryker or something like that. Honestly, it would be awesome if this was like a cheap product, because then you could just army build.
You're unbearably naive. Yes. Well, I
According
was
to-
born yesterday.
Ooh,
I love that.
that's pretty cool. Like a busted
There are
Ultron.
no strings on me.
Is this 1/12, 1/6? What is it?
1/12.
So that comes off.
Yeah.
And somewhere inside, this is a
Ultron.
limited. This was the first time they printed this version of Ultron. I have all the other Ultrons that Lego put out, but this is the only one that actually has like the original Iron Legion body Ultron. I have him down there with
What's the price point on that other Ultron?
the
I
one
could
that-
not find out. I could not find out. It's a
So I was thinking this Hulk.
all right.
Give me 1 second. I'm putting the.
Anybody who asks the price is DMing, and I don't want to buy it, so I didn't DM. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
Oh god, man. It's hard to do from that angle. What you talking about?
I was just saying it was such a weird angle in the 90s when they gave like the Hulk guns and bandoliers and stuff. This was the,
Oh, is that?
it's not all good. Some of it's kind of weird.
No, that's all right.
It's just the era, I guess. It's just so weird to see like the strongest Avenger character holding a gun and bullets and stuff like that. But I guess that's the 90s, right?
And I only have one. I have one more figure, and then a trailer to watch.
Wukong. Is this a Dragon Ball figure secretly?
No idea.
No, it's everyone is jumping on making Black Myth Wukong like figures and like type stuff. I mean, it's based off Chinese mythology, I believe.
Yeah,
so it's in that vein. Plus, people have honestly really loved to create like that simian type of character from back in the day.
I got the No to Toys version when it dropped, 3 years ago? I need to bust that out.
And now the only thing I have left is a trailer.
Live in a van down by the river.
Van down by the river. It's so good to breathe again. And I think I remember two of us have a thing for one of these people in this trailer. So
Why am I like, what? Oh.
will it help unmuting it?
Where are you off to? Black bag.
Oh, this
Right.
movie.
You asked how it works. To be with someone in this business, this is how. You each know what you know, and you know what you'll do, and you never discuss certain things again. I watch her, I assume she watches me. I would do anything for you.
Would you?
Yes.
If a situation presents itself, would you choose your marriage over everything else?
Did you say 2 or 4?
What?
Nothing.
My devotion to my marriage is my professional weakness. Love you.
You got a breach. What did you do?
Uh-oh.
One of our people stole something.
Something extremely valuable.
You cannot imagine the damage. Find the leak. How long do you think you'll need? Give me 2 weeks. Thousands of innocent people will die. Okay, 1 week. Who's the suspect? Your wife.
I can feel when you're watching me.
Sorry.
I like it.
When you can lie about everything, when you can deny everything, how do you tell the truth about anything?
I need a satellite redirect, but this has to be unofficial.
You are one naughty husband, George.
You see, this isn't normal. The way you're doing this, just so you know.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
What is that guy from?
Bridgerton.
That's Michael Fassbender, no?
No.
I was looking at something else, honestly.
Oh yeah, no, he's from Bridgerton. He's Reggie John Paul.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I know him. I know him from something else, and I can't put my finger on it.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
I got it.
Is it true? No one can lie to you?
I don't like liars.
If it is Catherine, do you really think you can do it?
I don't know.
Maybe this is all your greatest game, George.
It's a very dangerous line of work.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, thank you.
Would you kill for me, George? Would you?
Oh wow! Holy shit! David Cope wrote that, and Soderbergh's directing it. I'm in.
That's a fucking trailer. That's a really good trailer. And you know what's funny? I don't find Kate Blanchett that attractive. But
Shut your mouth.
Shut your fucking mouth!
but she looks hot in that movie.
Did you like not watch Thor Ragnarok?
She looked hot when she had the thing off, but like she always had it on in the movie, right?
Oh my
I think
God.
that's gonna be why Pete and I start fighting.
What?
No,
I'm
I
giving her a props.
love Kate Blanchett. I won't even lie.
I also hate how they make a big deal about him finding his wife attractive, heavier, and older. What?
The fact that Pierce Brosnan, I remember back in the tabloids when like you'd see tabloids and they were constantly talking about celebrities.
Oh yeah.
Like that was something I do remember that coming up. I also remember when Kirstie Alley was going through her whole phase of being heavy. Like there was a magazine where it's like too fat for sex, and like she's flipping off, and they put a star over the one hand, but the other hand, the middle finger is totally visible. So that Hulk with the bandolier and the guns is from the War and Pieces storyline. I don't know if that one specifically is, but back in the 90s or whatever it was, there was a War and Pieces storyline with Hulk, and that they gave him guns, and it was just teamed up with some group called the Pantheon, and it was all fucking weird shit.
Yes, correct. His wife was a supermodel. It's fucking Pierce Brosnan. And they were giving her shit for that?
Don't call her an it. Say she's fucking Pierce Brosnan. Heyo.
Hey!
I'm getting confused with pronouns, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I thought what was ironic was when James Corden was talking about the rudest celebrity he had met was Pierce Brosnan. But the story started out with like, hey, we were in his seats.
Okay, well then get the fuck out of his seat.
James Corden should ride on a bus that then drives off a cliff.
Yeah, I just very plainly want something very bad to happen to James Corden that'll shut him the fuck up permanently.
Yeah.
Like, well, didn't he get like... Didn't they find out he was like a rude asshole, and then he basically got canceled off of TV?
Well,
yes,
he didn't get canceled. He still has a show and stuff. He's still a celebrity. Like there was something that he was speaking at, and what's her face from Black? Not Pirates of the Caribbean. I was thinking Black. Yeah, Keira Knightley was supposed to be at some thing, and he like she wasn't there to accept an award or whatever, and then he made a joke like she was tired out from their night before or something like that, and like she wasn't even there to like say anything. Like people just kind of laughed awkwardly because it was just so inappropriate to make that joke. Yeah, no,
that was one thing, but there was also a bunch of. I used to like James Corden, and he was the heir apparent for some ungodly reason to Craig Ferguson, because when I think of Craig Ferguson, I think of James Corden. But anyway,
was he the Andy Richter?
He wasn't even on. No, that was Josh. That was Jeff Peterson, the robot.
Okay.
It didn't make any sense why it was James Corden. But he started appearing in movies, and he doesn't read the room very well.
No.
And he just started getting on people's nerves.
Yeah.
And you kind of find out that it's not like he's abusing people and throwing people around he's just kind of a dickhead. And so his happy-go-lucky, let's do lip singing in the car reputation was ruined, and so he left the show. I think that show's over, the late night show or whatever,
Right.
the late show, which is fine because, like I said, he got fucking annoying, and I was like, oh god, please
Yeah.
go away. He's not funny. I don't
Get
get
his 15 minutes. Hopefully that's where it dies off.
Yeah, like I said, if you could shut the fuck up, that'd be great. Yeah, he did it. The show ended in 23. I think the last straw was they did this flash mob thing that they filmed for the late late show, like during the pandemic, in the middle of rush hour, where people are trying to get to work, and it was during the pandemic, and people were like, "Listen, fuck you." God, you suck. Read the room. And they were just done with him. So cancel culture does exist. And also, Pierce Brosnan's wife is gorgeous. Like,
I don't know who she is.
She's a supermodel, but she's
Pixar
plus size model.
Let me see it, bro. Let me see, man.
All right.
I'm glad to see Pierce Brosnan come back out of the woodwork because he was great as Dr. Fate. I said that last week. But
Fate.
Yeah, in Black Adam. Sorry.
Oh, I saw
that was another really cool thing.
I never ended up watching it.
That was really muffled.
Yeah, that was.
I said I didn't end up watching it because it was. Just cut him off.
Why?
Fuck was that?
It was him whispering. It was him doing this into the microphone. You couldn't see.
Because that's what it sounded when you were talking last time. Like it sounded like fucking air was being released while you were talking.
Air was being released. I farted.
That's literally how you talk, though.
Air.
I hate you both. Okay.
You know what's kind of funny though?
You mean okay?
that dress she's wearing on the left immediately makes me think of the one that Dennis designs in that episode of It's Always Sunny. I see a very confused model wearing an ill-fitting trash bag or whatever the fuck she says.
This is why I hate America, and I hope we all are doomed.
It's the world. It's not just America.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck what she... And even if she wasn't attractive, who gives a shit? Is Pierce happy? Who cares? I don't understand.
Is everybody happy? Then everybody dance.
I'm Latino, man, so thickness is good for me.
I got you.
Sorry, Pierce's wife.
That's two more current picks. She doesn't look bad in the older ones either, though. Let me see if I find an older picture.
This is a digression we don't need to go into. Really.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're going down the rabbit hole now.
Our chat brought it up.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so what though?
Use 20-year difference. Oh, you're comparing contrast. Oh.
Yeah, that's a big difference because her dress is green there and gray's not a color, so.
I knew he was gonna do. But also, like, I my point stands though. Like, there's 20 years. Look at him smiling with her. Come on.
Do you
It's
think
just
he used to
people-
walk around the house doing James Bond voice, like? And
God
doing
damn it!
the motion of
She better
Sean
have.
Connery?
She better have demanded it. Talk to me like you're Sean Connery, James Bond.
Hopefully he's whispering that he's going to do naughty things to her when they get home.
When I get home, I'm going to tie you up, just like Sean Connery would to a bad guy. It's so hard for me to not talk like him now with this gap in the back of my mouth. It fucking sucks. My tongue's so fat, it's going like this, and I have to actually force it to not do that.
Did we talk about the Storm Arena Ryu yet?
Oh, we haven't. We talked about Ken a couple days ago.
On Tuesday.
I already got it.
Done.
It was last Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
This one?
This one.
Yes, so
Is
yeah.
this one?
Yeah.
Is this one?
And that one's $26.99. Fucking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm only laughing because the first one was $24.99, $22.99, and then the next one was $24.99, and this one's $26.99. Just the fact that they're all different prices makes me laugh. Like if it was just staying the same, it wouldn't be funny. But because they're bouncing around, it's funny. Excuse me.
Sorry, I got a mental picture of like Crush Me Between Your Legs and then Pierce Brosnan's wife. So I missed everything you said. Could you repeat that?
Ironically, so do I.
I just think it's funny because this is the third of Storm Arena figure, and it's the third price point we've seen for them.
It
There's
keeps climbing
$22.99, then
and up.
$24.99, and now
Yeah.
$26.99. That's just inconsistent prices between the figures. And I like Storm, but like that knee joint is terrible.
It is a lot.
so
It looks like a
big.
knee brace on something for their ligaments.
I understand that physiologically, it's probably a real bitch to try and accurately capture the range of motion a human has in a piece of plastic that is solid and rigid. But and they're not the only company that does knees like that. That's basically the standard appearance of any double jointed knee. It's just this big ugly thing. I mean, here's a Valverse figure.
I think I'm happy with the Jada stuff, man. I'm not big into the prequel Alpha series, so I probably won't be collecting it. Although I did see D Amazing's review of Skullomania. I remember picking that character when I was playing Street Fighter EX, which was Street Fighter's foray into the 3D realm. And that character was just so fucking, I don't know, he just stood out for me. And then he did a scale comparison in his video. I think I'm going to pick that up though, because it's a $60-something figure. I don't know if I want to do that. Skullomania.
That's so funny that, I mean, I'm going back to one of the earlier things you said in that little bit, but before you were like talking about being sold on the Storm figures that they're putting out, and now you're like, I think I'm going to stick with Jada. Like you were like a few weeks ago, you were saying you might have to switch over to the Storm, and now you're just like, nah.
He's going to buy all of it.
I'm interested to see if they get back to the Mortal Kombat line and maybe do the arena figures in that.
That's
if
fair.
If they go back to the Street Fighter 2 line, that would be a very good Jada Toys competitor. That's what I was kind of hoping they would do, but they're going Alpha, which would mean like Birdie and I can't remember a lot of the characters' name, but it was like the guys from Final Fight, the big wrestler guy. He's part of the Alpha line.
The Hulk Hogan knockoff?
Was he? It was more like an Andre the Giant knockoff.
It was like,
I think his name was actually Andre, but I can't remember. They have like a family last name that introduced.
Andre Agassi, bald guy.
The tennis player? No. In Final Fight, it was the wrestling character.
My god!
Yeah. Birdie was also from Final Fight. Cody was introduced in that, I believe, as a Final Fight character into the Alpha line.
Are you? It's not Zhang. I can't talk.
There was Andre something. They had like a.
It's not Alexander the Greater, is it?
Here. Final fight. Andre.
Hugo?
Oh, final fight.
The Andor family. So Andre Andor.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Could be Andore.
It's Hugo. It's Hugo.
Is it Hugo?
Yeah.
God, you're so right. Hugo Andore. And then Andore Jr. And then F Andore, U Andore, G Andore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, all right.
Color palettes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Andore.
Does it say that he was in other periods in Cameo? Street Fighter vs. Tekken, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, Street Fighter 6.
Oh my god! Fuck! It's like the reload button in fucking Helldivers. I mute it, it unmutes.
Street Fighter Alpha Cast.
God damn it. Son of a bitch. Sorry.
There's animation. Of course, there's animation. Oh, Adon, Bison, Chun-Li. Guy was in it. Charlie was in it. I can't remember that guy, but if they make that figure, I'll probably pick it up. The samurai guy. Yeah, so Guy was in it. The one in the orange.
Dan stopped watching.
I stopped watching it.
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
The story of Hugo the Giant Challenger.
It's just a.
Oh, is he modeled after Luke Ferrigno? Is that what they're trying to say?
I think he's saying he's modeled after all these guys. Jesus. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
You guys
Poison
like
was an interesting character.
What?
I was gonna say Poison was an interesting character. Apparently, they are trans.
They're usually paired together with Hugo. Actually, when I was pulled up the website that was going on about him, like usually spotted together. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's referred to as he in the game or something like that.
Did you guys pick up anything cool lately?
I did, but I haven't opened them yet.
What was that?
So I have the deluxe Link in here.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then I have Scarecrow and Riddler in these two.
I have Riddler.
Hugo Weaving.
Riddler is on his way to me with Black Panther on throne.
Mister, are you familiar with Samara Weaving?
I also recently got this a few weeks ago. I was talking about the other one, Numinos from this same line.
I got the chat in the way. Sorry.
What?
I got the chat in the way, so it's blocking the figure. For me,
I'm gonna pull it out. You can't see it at all because it's a gray figure in a gray box.
It's gonna pull it out, everyone.
It's just a figure in a box.
Yeah, it's just, oh my god, that smell.
Ooh, that smell.
It's just basically like a cyber ninja type thing to kind of go with the other figure that I have from it. I don't know if I want to get the other one that's coming out because I'm not a huge fan of the color scheme and some of the way it looks, but we'll see. But yeah, pick this one up because this is Devil Toy, another one of the Devil Toys figures. And yeah, it's just really cool. I just really like the line. Actually, I bought this one on eBay from GPS Lot.
Oh, shit.
I also recently got this, which people won't give a shit about, but I got my Skullcrawler from Godzilla vs. Kong. This is the one that Mechagodzilla kills. And then I also got in
a wall.
Wall XD.
Yep.
Nice.
Wall XD
like
arrived. What?
How do you like it?
It's pretty. I haven't really messed with it that much, but it's kind of cool because like on the back you can see the whole interlinking system. Like the window comes out and everything. It's pretty. It feels pretty solid. But you can see all the way that everything keys in, and it's.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, but it's also one of the things that's actually pretty neat about it is this is like an edge piece. So if you wanted to, you could keep building on to like put another wall next to it, because on this side it has the keys, but if you want to just terminate the wall, this just is an end. It's a literal like a bookend. But yeah, and then it just plugs into the base nicely. It feels pretty sturdy. It has all these little pegs so that are really fucking stuck in there. But it has like these mounted bricks so you can kind of see. They stand out a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You really see them there. And they just pop out, and then it produces, there's basically a hole there. So I know on Big Bad Toy Store there are some accessories that they're coming out with that you could plug into the holes, I guess. I'm not really sure what else you might want to do with it, but like it's essentially something that you can mount onto the wall. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know he was showing off that you could build it up too as high as you want. Very awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably want like against a wall or something, but yeah, you can add on to it as well. They had 1 or 2 other walls, I think, on Big Bad Toy Store. I just got one for now because you mentioned that I should start taking pictures of things. So the reason I was actually messing with my 3D printer earlier is I made like a backdrop for walls, and I'm hoping to use that as a stencil against foam so that I could go and paint the foam and then like kind of carve it or whatever and have like a backdrop. So I need to do some seed offsetting. Yep. Yeah, I made basically a version for 1/12 and then 1/18 to kind of make an impression and hopefully see the lines for like the mortar that would be between the bricks. I'm hoping the foam that I'm using isn't too compressed already. I think it should be fine. But yeah, so yep.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Nothing, probably. No, it's just it just takes time.
Yeah,
I mean, you know. It's almost March already. It's insane.
Right? Time flies.
Yeah.
I
have concerts coming up. I'm seeing Bear vs. Shark soon. I'm really excited about that. Dan, did you pick up anything lately?
Nope.
No.
Batman.
Well, yeah, but that's like fourth quarter, so that's not going to come until the end of the year.
Okay, yeah. Just watch
Here,
your email.
Let me pick something up real quick.
Slowly done with my display over here. This turtle side's done. I'm just working on this side now.
Little Albert.
Little Albert, which I have to his phone number so nobody can see it. Oh. Hello, Albert. Kim Dracula.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kim Dracula.
I don't know what that is.
It's a concert that we're going to.
It's a very awesome metal. What do you call that? Speed metal? Fuck metal?
It's not speed metal. It's I don't know, Pete, probably check it out. You might enjoy some of it, I think.
Ooh. Just might.
Yeah, don't get yeah, Pete, don't get too attracted.
Kim Dracula?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on St. Patty's Day? Holy shit. What was I thinking? I have to drink instead.
Jazz.
Do both.
Huh?
No, he's like an hour 45 away from where he lives to see it, so he can't drink at all.
Yeah, no.
Anything else, guys? I think we're about wrapped.
I think my dog has to go to the bathroom, so let's wrap.
Yeah, sure. If you have enjoyed what you see here tonight, tune in every Sunday, 8 p.m. live on YouTube to hear us discuss 3D printing, toys that are coming down the pipeline, what we're working on, etc. Or head to shadowmoses112.com to add some of these accessories to your collection. We showed off a bevy of arcades this afternoon, so hopefully you liked what you saw. Or you can slide into our Instagram to see what current projects we're working on. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next Sunday. Have a
Thanks,
good night.
everyone. Have a good week.
Have a good week.
Are we staying on afterwards? We need to go over some stuff.
Only if you want.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back then, though.